as heist films, which one do you think executes better with the actual heist?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. The initial art heist at the Met is interesting to me. I kind of love how it unfolds because it plays off of the. It might be playing off the idea that you know the plot as well because of the original, because he hires these people that he doesn't know and they don't know each other to pull off this bank heist. And in this one, you see the hired guns and you assume that they're the ones doing the heist, but it's all a diversion, which I kind of love. So already it subverts the idea of what you think is going to be, and I think that's pretty fun. Um, I don't. The entrapment ones are almost too cute by half. Like the initial uh, painting that's stolen is fun, just because of course they replace it with a Velvet Elvis, which I always enjoy. I think that's always fun. Little lowbrow art humor, I guess. And it technically all of the heists and entrapment, you can tell that they've been meticulously thought out and planned. And listening to director's commentary, he talks about how a lot of the things that they use are based on real instruments, and they have discussed to the detail like how these things would actually be pulled off. So they try very hard to stay in the realm of reality. When you get to the last heist, I think, and that's part of the issue. I think you like the idea that they bring it into the modern time with technology, but the problem is that stealing ones and zeros is not
Yeah,
fun. It's not fun at all. Like there's nothing,
right.
uh, and that I think that is a big problem with heist movies in general. Now it's just if you're not stealing something physical, there's not a lot of fun in that. So
Well, they have to put it in a tower at the top and
it is
have
true.
them cross across cables to make it exciting. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So stealing data, and I question putting it on a CD. I mean, how do you write to a CD, and is that extracting data? I think you can only, it get a little nerdy, but I don't think you can like pull data off of a computer and put it onto a CD and then it doesn't live on the computer anymore. But that's neither here nor there. Um, for me, what I really liked about Entrapment is that you'll appreciate this. It reminds me of Rocky a little bit in that you see all of the training before the big fight. You see
That's
like
true.
the learning, and that wins me over every time because I'm a Virgo and I'm a details guy. So I don't want to have to reverse engineer a heist like I do with the Thomas Crown Affair. Although I guess they
I
kind
mean,
of
look, although let
reveal
me
it in
interrupt
real
and say,
time.
I don't think it reminds me of Rocky that much because I don't remember that many loving shots of Sylvester Stallone's behind in Rocky.
Well, that's because he wasn't the DP. That was the one thing he didn't do.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I do love in Entrapment how it shows them figuring it out. I mean, that was the cool thing in Heat. That's the cool thing in like the Oceans movies. You see how it's done.
Yeah, I was just going to compare it
So
to the Ocean's movie in that way. You're right. But again, and this is what I mean. Like there are just some fatal flaws in that. The training sequence is really fun, but then again, like, he's sitting there and kind of watching her go through those strings, and the look on his face, just like this is gross. Like just like stop it. And we're supposed to think he's like falling in love with her, but that's not what it feels like. It feels like a creepy old man lecherously staring at a woman as she's doing, and you're like, all right, this is creeping me out. The creep out factor is high for me, and I don't know why. I love Sean Connery. Um, it, the movie I thought about when I was watching it though was actually Charade, because it's similar in that way where you have an older thief and then a younger partner. When they made Charade, I'm pretty sure like Cary Grant was right around 59, like 59, 60, and Audrey Hepburn was like 34, I think. So a little bit closer. In this one, she's 30, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and he's 69. And he just feels old. There are just certain moments. And so I love, there are scenes where him being old plays really well in the movie, honestly. And credit to Sean Connery for showing the vulnerability of his age in certain scenes. But then there are other scenes where he doesn't seem old at all. And you're supposed to believe that he's disappearing and doing all these crazy things. It's hard to believe, first of all. But then the
yeah,
romance aspect of it, it just feels totally unnecessary.